Just give the lens a bit of a clean. The back a bit of a clean as well. Not that I can see any chat, of course. Christina, hello. Hello. Good morning, well, good afternoon from here. Here we are on the south coast of the United Kingdom, on the Isle of Wight, at a beautiful place, well, I think it's beautiful anyway, called the Isle of Wight. This is Shanklin on the Isle of Wight. Yay, Christina, well done. So I just thought I'd give you a short live stream just of this beautiful place. We personally call it heaven. Don't know what anybody else might call it, but we love it here. We've come every year, usually at this time of year, and I have been coming yearly since I was 6 years old. That's 6 weeks old. So I was a baby when I first started. 3 weeks old. Sorry, 3 weeks old. And I'm here with my lovely mummy on Shanklin Beach. See, there are sunny parts to the UK. We do get lots of sun. It's lovely and warm, as you can see. Everybody's in shorts and shirts and burkas. Yeah, that's unusual, but hey. Christina says hi, Mom.
Hi, Christina.
I'm glad you could join me. At least I'm not on my own today. Although I had a few people join me yesterday for the garden tour. There we are. So what do you think of the Isle of Wight? It's a bit breezy, but it's warm. It's lovely and cosy. It's just right. Thank you. We are enjoying our day today. Earlier. Yeah, we went to the Aerospace Museum here. It's just a tiny little museum locally, which had a replica of Black Arrow, which was Britain's foray into the satellite space race. Except in the 1970s we gave up. We're apparently citing, we didn't think that it was going anywhere, so we didn't bother. So although we had a space program in the 70s and 60s, they didn't keep it up. So here we are. That's over there, as you can see. History part. Well, the Isle of Wight's loaded with histories, particularly war history. In the distance over there you can see it's Yavaland, and that's the White Cliff bit that you can see. There's Culver Cliff, and it's very hard to see, but halfway up, see if I can see it, just give me a moment, just about there is Bembridge Fort. Now along this particular coast there are lots and lots of forts, some of which you can go in, which is quite interesting. Oh, another historical bit is the pirate Crazy Golf, which is fun, and we have Jurassic Bay Adventure Golf. There. Which is lots of fun. Over the years we've done both of them. I prefer the Pirate Bay one myself. As you can see, there's lots of palm beaches here. Palm trees. Concentrate, Lorna. I'm just taking in the lovely sights because it's just so beautiful. It's wonderful to see the sea. Yeah, it's just wonderful. I'm sorry, I hope you can hear me okay, because the sea's very noisy and the wind's very noisy, so I'm very sorry about that. Here we go. I don't know whether you can see any dinosaurs over there. One or two dinosaurs. And in actual fact, can you see the cliffs up there? In those cliffs, somewhere or other, at some point, as they erode away, they will reveal dinosaurs' bones. Because this is known as the Jurassic Coast. No, it's the Jurassic Island. Jurassic Island. So, yeah, can do.
We don't want it turning into a pumpkin.
So, one or two dinosaurs have been found on the island that are unique to the world, not been seen before. There are whole skeletons, and further along the coast, as you walk on the beach, every now and again the beach stretches out and it's more muddy than anything, and as the sea erodes the mud away, it reveals dinosaur footprints. Genuine dinosaur footprints.
Speaking of dinosaurs, we perhaps ought to get that back to Dad.
Oh, talking to Dad about Dad, yeah. Yeah, we'll walk back with what dinosaurs now, you're asking me. But if you check online for dinosaur discoveries on the Isle of Wight, Wight is spelled W-I-G-H-T. I'm sure that will come out on Google. I'm sure, I can't remember them. I know it was a something-asaurus. I have no idea though.
Tyrannosaur? No,
nothing
common,
nothing that we know of.
Well, there are some common ones.
Just behind that shed there, you see that shed? In the distance, about 2-3 miles, is the Dinosaur Isle Museum. And they have... She's laughing, Christina's laughing. It is true, I promise. It is true.
It is, honestly.
It's honestly true. There's Dinosaur Isle, they have dinosaurs in there, and there's bones that they're cleaning. So it's a bit of a centre.
All the recent discoveries.
Discoveries and dinosaur bone preservation.
Every time there's a cliff fall over the west of the island, they discover some more fossils.
Yeah, the southwest part of the island is quite protected by our organisation called the National Trust, which protects natural landscapes and prevents building and development from occurring, so spoiling doesn't happen, which is fantastic. So the whole of the southwest coast of the Wight is unspoilt and natural, exactly as it is. Again, straight ahead you can see those cliffs there. They're just more or less sand, not even stone. They're just sand, so they collapse quite regularly. Once or twice a year there's usually a major landslip or cliff fall, isn't there? In fact, there was one earlier before we arrived, which I don't think it's revealed anything. But
I think whole villages have disappeared.
Oh yeah. Part of the island is very susceptible to landslips, and whole villages have slipped down, not all the way into the sea. So there are houses that are abandoned because they've been cut off. The roads have been cut off, services have been cut off, so the houses remain, but you can't drive to them or anything, but you can walk to them. That's great. All reservations should be protected, yes. I suppose there's sort of like reservations, if you like, and they're SSIs, sites of special scientific interest. So they have rare plants and rare birds and animals, etc., that they want to preserve. Because of the hills. How do you mean with the houses slipping down? Well, basically, if you can see the buildings at the top there, at some point, probably not that soon, on this bit of the coast,
It's been shored up.
They'll may slip down at some point further down the cliff, but stay upright. So look at the rides and the kiddie bits. And that's Jurassic Golf. We'll love that one. Pirate Golf, sorry. Love that one. Love it. It's always fun. And I don't know whether you can see, but just about. Let me just move the chat. So just about there is the cliff lift. Because the town is actually high up, further to the back. And there's this very steep cliff here. This won't slip too much because they've shored it up to stop it from collapsing. Because there are lots and lots of hotels up there. They're worth saving. There we are. Oh yes, we played the golf there several years. We've played golf several times over several years, which is always fun, although not such nice weather. You see, the thing is with being in Britain is you've got to make the best or make the most of it, no matter what the weather is doing. In fact, the more severe the weather, the more entertaining it is. Particularly on a windy day, playing crazy golf is, well, it's crazy, absolutely bonkers, but it's more fun. So it's the person who doesn't freeze to death and manages to get the ball in the hole that's the winner. So yes, we have to make the best of the weather. We do here in the UK, but today and in fact all this week the weather is expected to be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's around about 19-20 degrees today, which I'm not sure what it is in Fahrenheit, but it's beautiful. And I'm happy. I'm just happy to be here. What's the hottest season? The hottest season, actually, things are changing with the weather. The weather's going absolutely crazy over here lately. Just lately we've been having between 35 and 40 degrees for several days in a row, which is about 90 to 100 degrees. And it's too much. It's unbearable. bearing in mind, of course, air conditioning isn't very frequently used over here, especially not in houses unless you're really, really rich. So for me it's particularly unbearable. And I just feel ill with the heat. Yeah, a bit of a arcade with shops, shakes, ice creams, fudge, gift shop, beach shop, family amusements, arcade. So the hottest season time of the year is around about July, August time. But in a way it's works out well because September, October and November these days are quite reasonably warm, so you can still go out, and the weather is quite settled now in those months, which never used to be the case. So for us, climate change is working out reasonably well. The summers are getting hotter. The country as a whole is getting a lot drier, whereas Florida is getting wetter, it would seem. You're very welcome, Christine. I'm pleased you could join me. I hope I haven't bored you to death, but this is what it is. But I love my history. I love my British seaside towns. There we go. Typical hotel type place. Nothing special, just bog standard. Oh, well, you're very welcome, Christina.
Cheap and cheerful.
Cheap and cheerful, that's right, yes. But we love it, and certainly compared to Nottingham, it's just a little bit warmer, the sun's a little higher, and it's a bit nicer here. In Nottingham, we're as far away from the sea, almost as you can get anywhere in the UK. And I love the sea. I love the sea so much. I mean, Florida would suit me nicely if it wasn't so darn hot. I would be very happy. Although this beach is a bit stony, there are low...
It's not exactly from Miami Beach, is it?
No, it's not quite Miami Beach. Nearly. Oh, it's so close to Miami Beach, not. There's quite a bit of seaweed. Normally they've cleaned that out. But there are miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, etc. You get the picture of clear sandy beaches that are just gorgeous on the island. So you're never short of a beach on the island. And there are lifeguards available. And there are various beaches, some that are busy, some that are really quiet. Usually those are harder to get to, either via cliff paths or steep slopes, etc. Let's have a look back again. I always try and remember to look backwards, because you walk forwards and then you forget to look backwards. And look what we'd have missed. I always try to remember to look upwards and downwards as well. I'm trying to think of what people say at the end of their live streams. Some people say, don't forget to chase your dreams, don't forget to walk forward, etc, etc. I'm trying to think of something that goes like, but it's not very catchy. Go, always look up, look down, look back, and look forward. Never miss a thing. Have I lost you? I haven't. I hope I haven't. These are some nicer hotels. They've got lovely bars. They've got a steamer inn, is called one of them, and it's like a sort of an oldie worldy ship theme. It's very nice. Oh. No. Little kitty.
Your special seat.
Oh.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Had enough today. Who's that ringing? Ice cream, lots and lots of ice cream to be had. Andre! I say palm trees galore, which I love to see again. They're not so popular up in Nottingham. I think they're harder to keep alive in Nottingham. But here, they're dead easy to keep alive. See those big palm trees at the hotel across there?
Our wagon.
Marvellous, that's our wagon. I'll just have a look up here. Dad's got the keys. So we'll just have a look from the vantage point. I don't know whether anybody's still with me, but that's okay. There we are. Across there-ish sort of is the next town across called Sandown. No guesses as to why it's called Sandown. Of course, Culver Cliff as well. This beautiful sea. Gets a bit quieter as you go round this way. We've made some sandcastles. Hotels, as I say, there's a bar over there that's themed like an old creaky ship, which is lovely, and they have live music and things in there, which is great. There we go. So I'll leave you with that. We will. Oh, there's a cruise ship out there. This is where all the cruise ships come by. They go all the way around the island to head off on their cruises. All the Disney ships have been this way. All the celebrities, all the Royal Caribbean. Or the Royal Caribbean, whichever you say. They've all been this way. And at some point during the holiday we're going to go up there. There's something called a chine. And a chine is, I suppose it's a gorge that goes up into Shanklin Old Village, and it's lit up at night and it's illuminated. So yeah, so I shall say my goodbyes. I don't know which ship that is, but I'm sure I'll find out soon. Lots of container ships as well. So I will say goodbye for now, and thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a good day, and if you feel like it, you can hit the like button and leave me a comment if you feel you want to. I would be very pleased to read it. Now take care everybody, love you all, and thanks. Bye bye.